Jeremy Oliver here outside the Botanic Hotel in Domain Road in South Yarra, and what I'm going to be doing is sort of cloudy springtime day in Melbourne is just to taste three wines that I'm going to be drinking this springtime and over the summer this year. These are three new releases. I'll just do them one by one, so there'll be actually three segments here. You can figure out what you want to look at or whatever. They're going to be three. One is the Frankland Estate Riesling 2022 from Frankland River in Western Australia. Another one is the Shaw & Smith Sauvignon Blanc Adelaide Hills, and finally another one from Shaw & Smith, another Adelaide Hills wine set 2022 Chardonnay M3 Vineyard. So kick off then the Frankland Estate Riesling. This property is an amazing thing. It's been planted now, I think, since about the 1980s, and when the owners planted it, it was basically just rolling sheep grazing country. There were no vineyards anywhere near it. But after a little bit of work, Barry Smith and Judy Cullum got a bit bored with running sheep all the time, so they decided that vineyards were the way to go and planted a lot of Riesling. And since that time, Frankland Estate has been a real leader in making Riesling in this country. And they've taken a lot of that inspiration from the Rieslings of Austria, which sounds a bit weird until you realise that in Austria they started looking about 25 years ago for more texture and more mid-palate structure and flavour in their Rieslings. And they did that through fermenting and aging their wines in very, very large oak casks and leaving the dead yeast that are responsible for the fermentation in contact with the wine after the fermentation. So the wine picks up some creamy, slightly meaty textures and flavours from the yeast. So here's the wine. It's a pale colour, but it's got a little bit of straw and yellow in it, and that is because of the way it's been made. It's had a little bit of oxygen got in the making through the cask and so forth. So, and just to smell it now, it's quite different to most Australian Riesling, which are often just lime, lemon, white flowers, lavender. This is much more stone fruit, a little bit of grapefruit, a lot of peach nectarine, but also very floral and a little bit of spice as well. Palate is really clean, very, very fresh and racy. And here's Toby Ralph. Hello, Toby.
Sorry, terrible.
And Toby, it's actually quite funny that Toby's here because he's seen the two bottles of Shaw & Smith. He's on the board and he's wondering what the hell's going on with some of my wines. I'll explain to you later, sir.
Okay, sorry.
And so back to the this rather delicious Riesling. So it's got a lot of flavour. It's got a beautiful length. With Riesling, you want it to taste all the way from the tip of your tongue, all the way down your palate. It's got flavour. Because of the way it's been made, it's got a real chalky, sort of pithy texture underneath all that fruit and finishes with a really lively, lemony acidity. So it's absolutely vivacious. It's like most Riesling, it's ready to enjoy, even while it's so young. Personally, I'd be drinking this wine over the next year or so, or keeping until it's 5 or 6 years of age. But a really lovely dry Riesling from Frankland Estate in Frankland River.